Hi, I'm Marissa with the Viewpoint, and we're sitting here with Pam Saalfeld. Thanks for joining us. So you recently got a new job. What were you doing before?
Well, I've been with Northeast Community College since 1997 as an instructor. Then in 2008, I was made Associate Dean of the Humanities, Arts, and Social Sciences. And sort of informally as part of that position, I was put in charge of starting a study abroad program. So in 2012, we took our first trip to England and to Paris. And then as of September 1st, the office that is now the Center for Global Engagement was established, and I was made its director.
Why is it important for Northeast students to be connected globally?
Well, one of the reasons it's very important for us here at Northeast is because our new strategic plan, which is called Vision 2020, has as one of its main goals to make students to make students fit into a globally competitive workforce. And the best way to get someone globally competitive is to take them globally. So we want to take them traveling internationally so they learn how to deal with other people, how to deal with other cultures, how to be independent when they travel. And so that's one of the main reasons that we want to make sure that people get out and about.
You're taking 4 trips in the future. Where are they?
Well, yeah, we do have 4 trips, very exciting ones. We have one going out this July of 2016. That is associated with an English 2100 class, and that is to Bath, England, which is a very lovely city. Then we have next year associated with a biology class. We have a trip to Costa Rica going out during our winter break of 2017. The Ag Department has a trip scheduled that's going to be for select Ag students who are actually going to make application in October of 2016, and then we'll travel in the summer of 2017 to Canada. And then lastly, sort of a general option for our general student body is a trip to Central Europe, which is specifically going to be the Czech Republic and Austria. And that's going to be in summer of 2017.
And will you be going on all of these trips?
Well, I would love to say I'm going on all of those trips. I'm not probably going on all of those trips. However, I know I'm going to be going on the Bath trip, simply because that's a new program, something we haven't done before, and as director I want to go and make sure everything runs smoothly, so I will be going on that one.
Generally, how much do these trips cost?
And that's a good question, and certainly one of the first questions I get from students who want to travel. We try to keep it as low as possible, but they generally run from anywhere from $2,500 to $3,500. It just depends on where you're traveling, how long you're traveling, and unfortunately, the airfare at that time. We do our best to keep the costs very minimal. Those prices, we try to shoot them to students and make them inclusive of everything, so that the student knows that if he or she is paying $3,500, that's what he or she will be paying. We try not to come back and ask for any more money, which we haven't. We've been very fortunate that we haven't done that. But generally we try to include any tuition costs that might be involved in that, airfare, lodging, admission prices, meals if that's applicable, even ground transportation, and travel insurance, because we require all students and faculty to have a travel insurance policy that covers them while they're abroad.
The instructors that get to go on these trips, do they have to pay for it as well?
The instructors who go on trips generally have their expenses paid. And that sounds like, a really great deal. But I always tell people, it is wonderful that we can do that and we can support our instructors. But you have to realize too that taking students, 10 students, 20 students, that's a 24/7 job. I mean, you're mom or dad basically to all those students 24/7. So it's work. You have to plan ahead, you have to watch for their safety, have to take care of the little things that go wrong, because there's always something that's going to go wrong. You have to herd them on planes, off planes, on buses, off buses. So it's a job. And so even though we pay our instructors for those expenses, they're earning every penny of it.
Mm-hmm. You have gone on many of the international trips. Have you enjoyed them?
I have enjoyed them. You know, I've been fortunate that I've been able to travel in my own personal life with my daughter, and so even those places that I visited, you know, I've enjoyed that on a personal level. Now I'm being able to take young people such as yourself and others traveling abroad, and it's so wonderful to look at their faces and have them appreciate the things that I appreciate and learn new things. And then what makes it even more special is that they come back. I mean, I'm sitting in my office and I see students who have traveled with me last year, 2 years ago, you know, stop in and we visit and we talk about the trip, and so it provides memories for them, memories for me. It's just a wonderful experience and always exciting.
Do you like your job?
I do love my job. I think I show that, don't I? Mm-hmm. I do. I love my job. I've actually loved every part of every job that I've had here at Northeast. I've loved the people. I love the students, and I always welcome them to come by my office. I'm just down the hall from us in McClay, 142. My door is always open, and so students can come in. And one thing besides those 4 trips, if you have an aspiration to travel somewhere, just stop in and come in and say, hey, I'm interested in studying abroad. I'd like to go to Scotland or Spain or France, and I'll talk to you about it, and maybe we can find some connections that I might have and get you started on that road. So it doesn't have to be just those trips. It might be something that is personal to you.
You have a cool suit of armor in your office. What's that about?
You know, and I think I'm the only instructor on campus who has a suit of armor. That suit of armor is actually a child's costume. Years ago, I had a friend of mine ask me if I wanted a suit of armor, and I said absolutely. And I thought it was going to be a full-size suit of armor. Well, when I ended up buying it from this individual, it was that child's suit of armor. Funny story with that is that it was purchased actually by this person's mother for her grandchildren, who at the time that I purchased that armor were grown and in college already. But apparently they were scared of the suit of armor, so they shot it with darts, and so that's why it has all those little dents and everything. So when I got it, it was a sad little suit of armor, but I took it home and I polished it up and I cleaned it up really well, and now it's in my office, and people call it Charlie, so it's Charlie. So come on in and meet Charlie, and yeah, it's pretty cool. And I've had some kids come in and try on the helmet every once in a while. You're always welcome to try on the helmet.
Well, thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
See you next time.